Hello guys, and welcome to our channel. My name is Don John, and today I'll be taking a website I designed on Localhost and making it go live. For the past few days I've been designing this website and I am just about 30% complete, but today I'll be taking it online because I want to begin to make it rank on Google's face page for web design agency in Abuja. In today's tutorial, I'll show you how to get a domain name, how to pay for the web hosting, how to back up this website here. As you can see, it is on local, and how I'm going to upload that copy I just backed up to the live server. I'll be showing you everything, how to configure WordPress, how to set it up, and how to just make everything work. So if this sounds like what you want to watch, then let's get started. Before we proceed, kindly subscribe and hit the bell notification button so that you can get all the notifications from our future videos. Share, like, and leave a comment below in the comment section so that you can help our channel grow. Thank you. Today I'll be using a Nigerian web hosting company by name Cisque. So I'll use my Google search and search for Cisque. You can see it there, cisque.com. Here is their website. As you can see, they have three plans showing here. The first one is the standard plan, then they have the business plan, then they have the advanced plan. For the standard plan, this is 11,000, and this is best for people that are just starting their website when you don't have so much traffic coming to your website first. So as you are growing, you are building your website, you are gathering traffic. By the time you exceed this plan, you can then upgrade to this one. So today I'll be taking the standard plan. I'll just scroll down and click on order. Now this web page comes up, and you can see here they have other plans. So those three were just for you to get started with. You can see they have a plan as high as 75,000 naira for a year, but I'll still stick to this one. This is the one I choose, and it's going to cost me 11,000. You can go ahead and see all the things they need here. For me, what I'm very interested in is these subdomains. I wish it were more, but the 20 is okay for this price. So I'll just come down here and click on order now. The next page is showing you where you are going to search for your domain name. So domain name is simply the name you want to use. Usually it ends with .com. So whatever your business name is, you can create a name from there and use it for your domain name. But mind you, you also have to be a little bit creative because some names might have been used already. So our business name for today is Prima Systems, and I won't be using the .com. I'll be using the .com.ng. So let's see if it exists. So here is a name. I'll just come here and choose .com.ng. Now .com.ng is usually free in most cases. Now this is it. .com.ng sometimes are given for free, but I think here you have to pay 2k for it, which is still okay by me. So I'll just click on check, and it says here, congratulations, primasystems.com.ng is available. Now let me try something else. I'll just click .com and I'll go to check, and you can see it is unavailable for .com because there are so many people there on .com, but I don't want to use .com. I want to use .com.ng. I've also read from some sources that this helps in local search. That is, Google will likely show your website to Nigerian searchers first. Don't know how true that is, but I will just try it out. So I'll click on check once again. Now it's available. I'll click on continue. So this is the summary page, and you can see this is a summary of what I'm paying for. The standard plan web hosting, which comes with 5 GB of web space, 20 GB of monthly bandwidth, 5 MySQL database, 50 email accounts, and it's going to cost me 11,000 naira annually. So here you can see they have available add-ons. So if you want backup and restoration service, you can click here. This is an upsell. You can check this button and 8,000 naira will be added to your total charges. All right, so I don't want it, so I'll just come over here and click on continue. Now here's the final summary page. It says review and checkout. So this is the first thing I'm paying for, and the domain registration is going to cost me 2,000 naira. Sometimes these things are free, but here I just have to pay 2k. 2k is not such a big amount, so I'll just let it slide and I'll come here and do checkout. Here we are required to fill in our personal information, so I'm going to walk you through the process. But in my own case, I have already registered because I've been using this company for a while. So I'll just come here and click on already registered, and I'll just go ahead and make the payment. So for you that have not registered before, you just need to fill out this form. Here you fill your first name and your last name, your email address and your phone number, and here you put in your address, your street address, your city, your state. Then you put in a postcode and then you select your country. Now for the postcode, you can simply type the name of your city and it will bring your postcode. All right, you can use the name of your city to search on Google and it will give you the postcode, so you paste it here. Here we have additional required information. This is just for their marketing purposes, so you can select where you found them, and then this is the domain registrant information. Here is saying you may specify alternative registered contact details for the domain registrations in your order when placing an order on behalf of another person or entity. If you do not require this, you can skip this section. So what this means is if you are a web design agency like us and somebody is paying you to get this domain name for them, you can specify their details here. So you just come here and click on add, so you can add the details of the person you are paying for. This is very important because after you finish building the website, hosting it and handing over to them, you never know what they are going to use the website for, and if they use it for illegal things or fishy things and it has something that they're going to trace, then that means they're going to trace to you here. So it is best you just fill in, you go with this, or you can just fill in their information here, but that also means you will use their email address, which is what I usually advise. If you are doing this for a client, just use the client's email address, because when it comes to renewing the subscription, this email address will be necessary. So if you use your own, that means they have to be depending on you to make the renewal every time, which to me is not fair enough. If they are paying you for a service, you should do the best of service. Use their email so that anytime they want to renew their subscription, if they don't want to go with your service again, then they can easily talk to another person and they have full control of their website. After filling this, you come to account security. This is where you are going to create your password. You need to make this a strong password. Let it contain uppercase, lowercase, special character and all of that. Alright, so here they're still showing you the payment details. This is total due 13,000 naira. Now when you are done filling that, you come and select one of the payment methods. I'll advise you to take this one. This one will just take you directly to where you are going to use your debit card to make the payment, and to me this is the one I always use. So when you are done, just come here and check this box, and that means that you have accepted their terms of service, and then you click on this button, complete order. But for me, I'll just come here to already registered and I'll click this button. So you can see I now have the opportunity to log in with my credentials. So I've logged in, and what I want to do now is to click on I have read this and click on complete order. Remember, this is the payment system I want to use, so I'll just click on complete order. Before we proceed, kindly subscribe and hit the bell notification button so that you can get all the notifications from our future videos. Share, like, and leave a comment below in the comment section so that you can help our channel grow. Thank you. Alright, so this is my invoice. You can see the invoice number. This is who is billed to. This is my information, and this is their own information. So this is, I'm going to use Paystack to pay. You can go through all of this, but what I really want to check here is the name. I want to make sure this name is correct. Make sure that this is correct, because when you pay, this is what you'll be using. All right, here they're showing you the expiring date 17th of October 2024. This is the total you are going to pay, and I'll just go ahead, come to where we have this button, pay now, click on pay now. Here a light box pops up for you to fill in your details. I'll go ahead and do that, and then I'll click on pay 13,000. So here we are still going through the process, and now it's demanding for an OTP, which is a one-time password that will be sent to my phone number. Just go ahead and fill in the OTP and click on authorize. So I've done that, and it showed payment successful. Now this is supposed to update itself to show paid, and you can see this is still loading, so let's just give it a while. This is supposed to change to paid. So here we are. It says order confirmation. Thank you for your order. You'll receive a confirmation email shortly. So if you have followed me closely, all these things that you are seeing should happen to your own screen. So now it's saying continue to client area. As if I want to continue, I'll just go there, but I don't want. I just want to jump into my email and see the messages that I have gotten. So this is my inbox, and you can see all the emails I've received, starting from here, customer invoice, then the receipts for payments, then this is a confirmation that I have paid, then this is the hosting information. Now this is the important one, because this is where you are going to have the details where you will use to log into your cPanel and install WordPress. Okay, so this is the very important one. I'll be opening this, but I won't open for the camera because that information needs to be hidden. Okay, so this is the money I've paid, and this is a confirmation that everything is successful. So I'll go ahead and open this, and I'll copy my details where I'll head over to the cPanel to log in. Okay, so I've copied my username and password. So now to go over to your cPanel, you simply type in your domain name. In my own case, it was Primer Systems. So I'll do primersystems.com.ng. Remember, it was .com.ng. Then I'll do /cPanel. Remember, this is very important. You type in your domain name the way you registered it, and then you add /cPanel. So you hit on enter. Since this is saying that it cannot be reached, what I'm going to do is I'm going to head over to the information that the web hosting company sent me, and I'm going to use the IP address that I have been assigned. So let's head over and see what I'm talking about. So here we are. This is the email that I was sent. Now the upper part contains the username and password, and I'm not going to reveal that like I said earlier. But down here you can see temporary control panel URL. So if I use this now, I'm going to go ahead and access my control panel. But here it is written, once your domain has propagated, this will be what you are going to be using. So this is the control panel, but like I said, it will take a while before you can use this. But I just want to go ahead and complete this tutorial, so I don't have time to wait. I'll just simply copy this. So if you are in your email now, just scroll down, you are going to see this temporary control panel URL, and I'll open a new tab. Then I'll paste it, and I'll hit enter. When you hit enter, chances are it's going to show you this page, not secure. Okay, so what you need to do here is just to come down to advanced. What this means is that it's not using the HTTPS protocol, rather it's using the HTTP, which is not a secured protocol. But that is going to be resolved. By the time we install WordPress, we are going to change that. We are going to apply this security protocol, right? So you just come to this advanced and click on advanced. Scroll down, you can see where we have here proceed to this. All right, but it's warning you that it is unsafe. Then you click on it. So when you click on it, it's going to come to the cPanel. This is where you are going to log in the username and the password that you got from the from your web hosting company. And when you are done, you click on login. But if you just want to take your time, just wait for a while, maybe 2 hours, maybe 3. Just keep checking, keep refreshing this page. That is, if you don't want to go through what I'm doing now, just use this one and keep refreshing the page until in a short while it is going to get through and you are going to be on this same page. So what I'll do, I'll just simply put in my username here and my password here, and I'm going to log in. So you can see here, login successful, redirecting. So I'm here in my cPanel. Okay, you can see here it's showing not secured and all of this. That is because the website has not fully propagated. By the time it's done propagating, I'm going to apply the security protocol and it will become HTTPS. So don't have any worries, we are going to do all of that. So here you are in your control panel, and you can see here we have tools, we have email accounts. This is where you can create your custom email that will be like sales@yourdomainname.com. okay, it can be sales@primasystems.com.ng. okay, so instead of using a Gmail or a Yahoo Mail or all of that, which I advise you still have, you need to also create emails for yourself and for all the staff. Create for different departments in your business and it will look more professional. Okay, so on the right hand side you can see the general information. If you scroll down, you will see here this is what we paid for. Remember, we paid for 5 gig. So far we have just used 1.95 megabytes, and this is a very small percentage, and we still have all of this left. So you can see what you paid for here. All of them are showing. This is the subdomains that I told you about. This is the email account. So everything that they promised, they have given. So what we want to do now is to install WordPress so that I can go ahead and upload my website. You can see I'll scroll down to a place where I have WordPress Manager by Softaculous. But if I don't want to go through all that stress, even when you are up here, you can come to where you have search tools and type in WordPress. And here you can see a list of things coming up. Just check down, and here you have WordPress Manager by Softaculous. This is the one you are looking for. Click on it. Okay, and it takes us directly to where you are going to install WordPress. But let's just go back. You've seen this page, so let's just go back. Now if I scroll down like I did earlier until I find WordPress, you can see under software, and I click on WordPress, it will still take me to the same page. You can see, so that is the link to get to this place that you're going to install WordPress. Now you can see here install, scan, and all of this. What you need to do is just to click on install. Here we are where we are going to install WordPress. So if I scroll down, we are going to see the first thing here is software setup. Here you have your domain name. That is the directory that you are going to install the WordPress into. So this is okay. You don't need to change anything here. Just leave it the way it is. And you can see this is what it's going to look like. Now if you scroll down a bit, you are going to see the site settings. Here you have the site name and the site description. So you can decide to change the site name here. In my own case, I might change it to Prima Systems here, and here I'll write what my business is all about. So my business is about web designing and digital marketing. So I can put that here, but even if I don't want to do that now, I can still do it later. So those are about the two things there. If I move over to the right hand side, you will see the admin account. This is the most important thing here. So you can change this admin username to anything that you are conversant with or something that you remember, and then you set a password for yourself. Okay, these two things are very important. When once you change this name, or you want to go with admin, what I'd advise you do is that just copy this and put it either on a notepad or on a Microsoft Word document and save it, because this is what you'll be using to log in to your WordPress backend to make all the configurations and all the installations and everything. Okay, so just make sure you save this two information in addition to the username and password you use to access the cPanel. Those are the very important things at this stage that we are. Alright, so I'll go ahead and set my password and do this, but let's still scroll down and see what we have. This is the admin email. You will change this email because this email does not exist, okay, except you create it. Now remember what I told you, that you can create this custom email. So you can create admin@primasystems.ng, you can create sales, you can create contacts, you can create anything. You can create it with your name, and then you will do that, not here, but you do that in the control panel where we were earlier. So I'm going to change this to my Gmail because that is what I'll be using to receive information from WordPress regarding my website. Okay, and then you scroll down here, you have select plugins. You can leave all of this the way it is. For your language, you can select any language that you know, but I will stick to English because that is what I'm using. For all this, is not necessary, it's not important. Select theme, all these things you can do it after installing WordPress, and don't need to bother yourself with all these things right now. Okay, so let's just leave this the way it is and scroll down to where we have install. Here you just go ahead and click this install button and WordPress will begin to install on your website. So let's do this. Before we proceed, kindly subscribe and hit the bell notification button so that you can get all the notifications from our future videos. Share, like, and leave a comment below in the comment section so that you can help our channel grow. Thank you. So you can see after hitting install, this is what we have here. It says congratulations, software was installed. So we are going to log into the WordPress backend now, and I want to show you the standard way for you to log in. Just come to your web browser and type in your website name the way you registered it. Okay, so mine was primasystem.com.ng. I'm going to type that in, and then you add /wp-admin. So this stands for WordPress admin. So this is what you use to log into your WordPress backend. So I'm going to hit enter now. Enter, and here we are. It has taken me right into the WordPress backend. Okay, that's because we just finished installing this, but in some cases you need to log in. Okay, it's going to show you a login screen where you have to put in your admin username and your password. Remember, I told you to put it away safely, so if it shows you that screen, you just go and retrieve it, and then we are going to be on the same page. The first thing you want to take care of is this not secure warning that we have. So this is my cPanel. When you log in, you get to this place. So I'll go to the right hand side where I have SSL/TLS status. I'll click on this. Okay, so I'll just come here and click on this, and I'll click run AutoSSL. With that completed, our SSL status has changed. But here, if we check our site, you just type in Primasystems. Alright, this is our website, and then I hit enter. You can see that this is all working. Alright, so what I'll do here is I'll just put the /wp-admin so that we can go to our WordPress backend. Okay, so you can see now that we have activated the security certificate. Alright, so that problem has been solved now, so we won't have that warning anymore. And we also have WordPress installed to our website. Alright, so this is not a WordPress tutorial. What I just want to do is to go and bring in the website that I designed and upload it immediately. So to do that, I'll need a software called All-in-One Migration, and I have it downloaded to my system already. Now this All-in-One WP Migration is a plugin. Okay, this plugin, I actually use this one because it is an older version and it can upload large file sizes. Okay, so if your website that you want to upload is over 512 megabyte, it can still upload. But the new one, if you want to download the new one now on WordPress, now let me just show you what I'm talking about. So if we go to plugins and we go to add new, so we come here and search for all-in-one. Okay, so this is it, all-in-one WP migration. So let's see more details. So here you can see the version is version 7.79. Now this one has a limitation because you won't be able to upload large file sizes, but the one I'm using here, you can see, is version 6.7. so I'm going to leave a link in the description section where you can download this particular version and then go ahead to install it, as I'm going to do it here. So to install it, I'll come to plugins, add new, and when I get to this point, I'll come to upload plugin. I'll click on choose file, and then here I'm going to locate the file. The file is here, and this is it, all-in-one WP migration, and I'll now come here and click on install. So now it's saying the plugin has installed successfully. I'll click on activate plugin. Okay, so that is it, we have activated all-in-one migration. See, it's telling you there's a new version, but don't worry about that. What I want to do next is to uninstall all these ones. So first I want to deactivate them. Okay, they are not even activated, so I'll just go ahead and delete them. Just apply and do OK. Okay, so that is the only one I have now. The next thing is, so what I'll do next is that I'll go over to my local host and do the same thing. I'll also have to go there and back up the website. So this is my local host. I used a software called Local. Okay, this is it. You can see it, Primer Systems. This is a software called Local. So I'm going to go to the WordPress admin. I'll click on here. So it doesn't matter which software you use for your local host. Okay, the point here is that we want to access the WordPress backend, and that's what I'm trying to do now. So I want to access my own WordPress backend, the one I've been designing. So there I'm going to install this WP migration software as well, and I'm going to use it to back up my website, and on this other live server I'm going to use that software and upload it, and that's just the process we are going to do. Okay guys, so we are here at the back end of my WordPress installation. That is the local host that I used to design my website. So I'm going to repeat the same thing here. I'm going to go to plugins and go to add new. Under add new, I'll go to upload plugin, and then I'll go to choose file. Here I'll locate the same plugin here and then open. So this is it. I'm going to click on install. So down here we can see it says plugin active installed successfully. So I'm going to activate this plugin here. Now this is the plugin. You can see it has been activated. So I'll look for it just like on the other side. We have it here. I'm going to go to export. This is where I'm going to export this whole website. I'm going to export the entire website. So we are here, and you can see it says export to. I'll click on these three dots or these three dash, and then I'll choose file. I'll choose file, and now it's saying preparing to export. So it's going to export to file, and from that file we are going to import it back into our live server. All right, before we proceed, kindly subscribe and hit the bell notification button so that you can get all the notifications from our future videos. Share like, and leave a comment below in the comment section so that you can help our channel grow. Thank you. So this might take a while, but while this is ongoing, let's go back to our live server and let me show you something. So this says visit site. I'll go over to the site and you can see what it's looking like. Now this is the name, primasystems.com.ng, and you can see the secured icon here, which means that our website is using a secured certificate, right? So our website, this is what it looks like now. This is the new one we just paid for, and everything is going very well. But now I want to show you that by the time we import this one, which is presently on localhost, you can already see this. You can see this logo here. By the time we import it, everything will just change. This will change. The entire website that we have here will now be imported to here. Okay, but meanwhile, this is what the website looks like on localhost. See it here, primarsystem.local. Okay, so this is what it looks like. This is what it looks like. Here we have the top menu. We have the menu, and you can see all the elements we are using here. If you scroll down, we have just down here the hero section. We have some buttons, and with this button you can play a video. See, it comes up in a light box, but we don't want to watch that video now. I'm just showing you this is what we do, and we have these different services in a nested table. Okay, next is about us section. Now these are just brief introduction to these sections. We will have a whole web page to this, and that's why I said that the website is not yet complete, but I just want to take it online and begin to optimize it. All right, because the longer this thing stays online, the better it gets. When once I take it online, I'm going to index it with Google. Then I'm going to be adding web pages, I'm going to be adding blog posts, I'm going to use my target keywords and be optimizing it, and in less than 3 months it's going to start ranking on the first page. Now if I keeping it on localhost and design it might take me the next 2 weeks to finish designing, and that's a whole lot of time I am wasting. Okay, so that's just the essence. I want to take it online. Now let's just keep seeing what's going on. You can see this is what clients are saying about us. This is our reviews, and then if you want us to talk, you can just come here and let us talk. Okay, so by the time we finish uploading this, we are going to see that we will have this website on the live server. Now this is the live server. Look at what it's looking like. Okay, so back to what we were exporting. You can see it has now gone 25% complete. Okay guys, so after a while it has finished exporting, and you can see where we are now. It says download this. Okay, so this is the size 270 megabytes. I'll just click on this green, and then you will see that it will begin to download. Okay, so this is my download manager popping up here, and I'll just go ahead and click download. Okay, so the download is completed. This is it, 270 megabytes. I'll just open it. This is it, and you can see the extension is .wordpress. Okay, .wpress. So I'll go over to my live server now. This is my live server. Okay, this is the website. Once again, this is what it looks like, and then I'll go over to the back end. Now this is the back end. So going to the same software on the live server, I'll go to import. See, now it's showing me import from. I'll click on this hamburger icon. I'll click on file, and here I have to look for it. I'll go to downloads. That's where it was, and I'll look for that file that just downloaded now. This is it. Remember the .wpress extension. So I'll select it and click on open. So it has started importation. You can see 3%. So let's just hold on till when it is done importing. Okay guys, so we are done with the importing, and you can see here it says the import process will override your website including the database and all of this. So what you just need to do is click on proceed. So what you have to note here is that by the time this is over, you won't be able to log into your website again with the password we used when you just set up. Okay, so now you need to use the password that you used on your back end when you were designing on local. So here it says you must save your permalink structure, and then you must review. That's optional, so you click on close, and then let's refresh. Alright, so here we have to log in. Note that what I'm using here is the username and password that I used on this back end. That's when I was designing on local, remember? Okay, so that's it. I'm going to log in now, and here we are. You can see our website is now looking different. All right, so let's go over to permalinks and say you should save our permalink structure twice. So this is the permalink structure we are using, is the post name. That's the correct one. So we just scroll down all the way and do save changes. The thing is, this is not a web design tutorial, okay? So I'm not going to go into details of how you're going to customize all of this. But what I just want you to see is that when you come here and then you want to check out the website now. So we've just uploaded the website, and you can see that our website has come up. You can see it here. You can see it, and it's now live. You can see the name primersystems.com.ng. all right, so that's a domain name. We have uploaded it. You can see what it's looking like on the live server. You can see it now. It's wonderful. Wow. So you can see that we've done all these things successfully. However, some things have changed and I need to go back and tweak them. I know I've noticed some settings are not the way I set them to be, but that's not too bad. Let's check out our services. Wow, look at this floating icon, and look at this one rotating here. Like, that's what I said, this one was up here somewhere here, but now you can see it has gone down. All those things, I'm just going to make those little corrections. Okay, look at this. Wow, this is a pricing table, and then this is our footer. So let's see this web design, this particular service. Okay, so you can see it here. This too was up somewhere, just some minor things and not really a big problem. The fonts are looking bigger and all of that, but these are things I'm going to change very easily. Okay, I'm going to change this. But overall, you can see that our website is looking very, very good. This is why you should, reasons why you should build your website with us, why you should let us build. You can see it's so professionally done with all these elements. You can see all these things. Okay, so this is a process. You click on this, you can open more, so you can see all these things that we are doing. This is the pricing table for our web design package and all of this. Okay guys, so I believe with this I've been able to show you the things that I promised. I've shown you how to pay for domain name, how to pay for hosting, how to install WordPress, and then how to bring your design that you were doing on the local host, that is on your computer, and bring it over to a live server. You can see we have done it here. This is the name we are using. You can see it's secured, and it's no longer showing this one. In fact, if I refresh this one, you can see that it will also show that one. You can see it here. All right, so we have successfully done that, all with free tools, and that is it for this tutorial, guys. I want to thank you for your time, and I want to urge you to subscribe. Those of you that have not subscribed, if you have gotten any value, just go ahead and subscribe, like this, share, just write a comment if there's anything you're interested in regarding WordPress and digital marketing, because that is what we focus on. We want to build small businesses and make them grow bigger. All right, so if you have any questions whatsoever, you want us to do a tutorial, just leave it in the comment section and we are going to get back to you as soon as possible. Also, if you need any of those services, you can go ahead and contact us, okay, and then we'll also see how we can do it for you professionally. So thank you once again for your time. That has been it for this tutorial. I'll see you in the next one.